Welcome to Select Square. My name is Hayden.
I'm Dan.
And this is Wipeout 2097.
One of the best games I think I ever saw as a kid.
I've been wanting to review this for ages, but we finally upgraded capture cards.
Woo!
So, I'm thinking we do a quick, I don't know, championship run, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. The races are really short, so why not?
Ooh, maybe I can't do that yet. Maybe I have to clock some stuff first.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm going to smash through as many tracks as I can.
Make sure that the right system here is we're going to pick Oricom, because Oricom. They ended up usurping all of Telstra and all of the other networks in the near future. So.
And then they buy Red Bull so they can advertise everywhere.
Red Bull. I gotta admit, like, improved reaction time, that is no joke. When I used to play Brawl Royale, and thank you, Matt Rozak, for making probably the greatest one-button sort of timing game that I've ever played in my life. As I was drinking the Red Bulls, I was getting better times, and I eventually stomped Zombie Goku into oblivion. It was so cool.
I absolutely love this game. The soundtrack, the controls, it's just beautiful. Even when it comes down to that voice of God that's like telling you what everybody else has got, it's like having your own personal little troll. Is like, hey, over here, Holmes. This guy's got that shit. Shut up, man.
Yo, man. Ain't got nothing.
Oh, but I spent way too much time playing this game. And the thing is, this is my favorite out of the whole Wipeout series. Like, even the new ones, I can play them, but there's no way I'll ever be able to beat the amount of time I spent on this.
As much as I give modern music some pretty harsh shit, and I do, it felt like they put some of the soundtrack to this game back in the day when they would have like crossed a set of samples in front of a couple of guys and said, do what you can, and then they just skipped a disc for 20 minutes.
Well, that was a good thing about Sony, because like when they brought out this CD format, why not actually stick music in all the space you got using? Because like these games weren't big games. A lot of the original PlayStation games came out with only like 150 meg worth of gameplay tops.
Oh, they look fucking amazing though. Like even now, like going back to this, I still feel kind of good about playing hard driving. So I think that's reawakened my desire to play old dodgy games again.
But hard driving. Beautiful. And I actually found out it was released for Genesis.
Oh, really? That's probably why it looks so good.
But even so, they brought out an Atari Lynx.
How did he so?
And actually had Atari Lynx have a working 3D copy of the game, which was ridiculous. It
probably would have been the only one for the Lynx that actually worked.
I wouldn't go so far as to say it worked, but 4 frame a second racing. Oh, yeah.
There we go. It looks like Oricom, they stick the recycling logo all up the side of their ships. It's like, yeah, we're Oricom, we recycle shit. That's how we make a lot of money. You know how we ended up making this 43 billion? We recycled the Eiffel Tower. It's now Oricom HQ.
Too much crack for you, boy.
I've been drinking Coke.
I just... You drink the Coke now?
What?
It doesn't go in your nose like everyone else?
That's how all the cool kids are doing it.
But, like, look at all the Red Bull logos. They just plastered this place. Advertisements everywhere.
Can you imagine, like, if this game was released, like, today, it just was still brand new? One of the pre-order incentives would be to probably get a full case of Red Bull once you purchase this.
More than likely.
This looks so good.
It is an awesome game, and it actually feels like it's traveled well.
See, growing up, I never really got to experience a great deal of this sort of stuff because the first sort of pre-modern generation console that I had was a Nintendo 64, and the very first time I went to the cinemas to watch Mortal Kombat, they had that 100% Wicked advertisement. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
100% Wicked! Awesome! Wicked game for your PlayStation. Buy them now, get them now. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And like they used to show ads on there for like Aliens 3 and fucking this was on there as well. And that Mortal Kombat, I think 4.
I've got a VHS tape with an ad for Mortal Kombat 3 on it.
Awesome. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat 4 was on there as well. And I remember watching it and I was thinking, Jesus Christ, man, this is like pretty amazing to look at. And then like probably 3 or 4 years later after that, they released PlayStation 2, I think.
Alright, just to give you guys a quick sample of what this game can be like. At the end of the game, you actually unlock Piranha class. It's a red ship that's just OP on all stats. It's just completely maxed out.
Nice.
You can get this thing going over 600k per hour. Whoa. It is ridiculous.
I can imagine that.
This here, like as your courses go further along, your ships actually get faster. And when you clip stuff, it doesn't let you move. That said,
can you imagine
everything, like now I'm in the hard ranking as opposed to the last two, which were easy ranks. Everything gets so much more quicker.
Can you imagine if, well, it's probably not too much of a Far Cry now, but like they created a vehicle for this game, like just a tester one that would have been so powerful that it actually crashed the game. It reached a speed that the game couldn't calculate.
I don't.
Whoa! Just like that.
Yeah, Piranha class ship blows all this out of the water. It is ridiculous. But they've actually got a separate racing class for Piranha afterwards, like a championship where you just go Piranha class racing, and it is just ridiculously quick.
That's probably why I always like Piranha best. They're so hardcore that they only need to build one ship a race. But we got Oricon and Pfizer. We got some of our best pilots in this ship. We got nice star-shaped ships. Piranha's just like, no, fuck it. We're just gonna do what we want.
I don't know if you'd ever put like your best pilot in one of these, just due to the fact that if you don't recharge and you lose all your health, your ship explodes on the racetrack.
Yeah, but it drops a safety capsule, doesn't it?
No, they only brought that out for the PlayStation 2 Fusion.
Oh shit!
They didn't have that in this.
So drivers in this game would have been like a disposable asset, like.
They are big dirty bloody samples. That's what they are.
In the real world, when you get in trouble, you go to life imprisonment. But in this game, when you get in trouble, you go to wipeout. It's like
it is pretty much 2097 version of Death Race.
Awesome. Oh, that's making it look heaps better now. Oh, dude, I was thinking about this like when we were doing the tester runs, the old game a couple of hours ago. Can you imagine if they had a power-up, right? And it was like a virus that you could send to the other ships. And what it did was, every time you drove over a power-up slot, it would give you a power-up, but the picture would look different to what the actual power-up was.
That would be pretty cool.
That's awesome.
They did bring out a weapon for this one that wasn't on the first one. It's
holy shit.
It's an electro bolt where you actually shoot them and it just drains the power off.
Sick.
Forcing them to actually have to go through or die.
See, the speed that you're reaching when you were in that tunnel, the speed that you were reaching just then was so high that you were clipping through the walls of the tunnel as you were going through. We can't calculate this. It's too much. It's too much. No, like that. It's like Rockins. You were in charge of the clipping.
I just love the skippy music in the background.
Do you reckon that's intentional, or do you reckon we broke the disc at some point?
No, the disc is fairly well scratched. It's still more to use from it.
Well, there you go. This is like a genuine blast from the past.
But the best thing is, like, they'd actually load the level onto the console, and then the music would actually get read while you're playing.
Wicked.
So there's no chance of the actual game crashing, just the music.
Is this like part of the reason like that dude was totally glitched? You could like...
There's that electro bolt.
You could eject the disc from the...
PlayStation, they keep going?
Yeah. That's that whole thing. Try not to. This was before they had the...
Oh, no metal.
Really? Ah! This is before they obviously had Red Bull gives you wings as a logo.
I gotta say this. I could sit here and play this all day, but this is Select Square. My name is Hayden.
And I'm Dan.
And thanks for watching.